financial stability. The reform is a key agenda item for Yoon, who is addressing concerns over the rapid aging population and the potential depletion of the pension fund. Unification Minister Kim Young-ho called on North Korea to accept South Korea's offer to establish an official dialogue channel and resume inter-Korean communication. This appeal follows President Yoon Suk-yeol's proposal for a working-level dialogue platform introduced during his Liberation Day speech. Yoon emphasized the vision of freedom-based unification and the expansion of outside information into North Korea. The minister expressed South Korea's willingness to discuss a range of topics, including denuclearization and humanitarian issues. In local news, Busan's Gijang County has expressed strong opposition to the relocation of the defense contractor Busan, criticizing the process for being conducted without public disclosure or local consultation. The county released a statement today reiterating its stance against the unilateral relocation of Busan to several areas within Gijang without the consent of the local residents. Busan City, which is pushing forward with the development of the Centum 2 urban high-tech industrial complex in Haeundae-gu, has been trying for years to relocate Busan, a move seen as essential to the project's progress. In 2021, an attempt was made to relocate Busan to Ilgwangup in Gijang County, but the plan was scrapped due to strong opposition from the local government. The Busan Indie Connect Festival 2024, an event that brings together indie games from around the world, opened on the 16th today at Bexco in Haeundae-gu, Busan, marking the start of a 3-day event. Organized by the Busan IT Industry Promotion Agency, the Busan Indie Connect Festival Organizing Committee, the Korea Mobile Game Association, and the indie game developer community Indie Era, this year's festival celebrates its 10th anniversary with the largest ever lineup, featuring 245 indie games from 27 countries. The number of submissions has increased by 20% compared to last year, with the number of exhibited works rising by 21%. Busan is experiencing the longest stretch of tropical nights since weather records began, sparking concern over how much longer these sleepless nights will persist. According to the Busan Meteorological Administration today, the city experienced another tropical night, with temperatures remaining above 26.3 degrees Celsius between the previous evening and early morning. Busan has had a tropical night where nighttime temperature stays above 25 degrees Celsius from 6 p.m. to 9 a.m. the following day for 22 consecutive nights since July the 25th, the longest streak since modern weather records began in 1904. In international news, talks aimed at securing a ceasefire and hostage release in the Gaza Strip have resumed in Doha, with the U.S. describing the discussions as having a promising start. The negotiations are seen as crucial in preventing the 10-month conflict between Israel and Hamas from escalating into a broader regional war involving Iran. However, expectations for a breakthrough remain low, and Hamas has declined to participate directly in the talks, though mediators are relaying messages to the group's officials. And now taking a quick look at the weather here, the heat wave advisory in Busan is in effect, with the mercury averaging 33 degrees Celsius. And that'll have to do it for this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is 2 p.m. Reboot with Casey McKeever. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Did you know that today is Hawaiian Shirt Day in the USA? Hawaiian Shirt Day is celebrated on the third Friday in August, And ever since the first Hawaiian shirt was made back in the 1930s, the Hawaiian shirt has become an integral part of Hawaii's culture. Hawaii's warm and often humid tropical climate made wearing a traditional business suit to work very uncomfortable. In 1947, the city of Honolulu started to encourage people to wear cooler sports shirts to work during the hot summer months. Today, we're going to talk about Hawaiian Shirt Day and Hawaii. It's Friday, August the 16th, 2024. My name's Nick. This is 2 p.m. Reboot. Let's get it started. I don't think I've ever listened to such a more fitting song for a wonderful sunny Friday than this song. A great way to start a Friday. You just listened to Aloha Friday by Kimo Kawano and Paul Nato. And also in the beginning, we talked about Hawaiian Shirt Day, being today in the USA, in the opening. Now, in 1962, the Hawaiian Fashion Guild began promoting the idea of wearing aloha wear to work. Shirt designers started coming up with more understated and reserved designs with subdued colors, more suitable as office attire. Now, companies, as well as government offices, began allowing employees to wear aloha attire on Friday, the last workday of the week. Now, Aloha Friday officially began in 1966 when the president of Bank of Hawaii started wearing Aloha shirts to work on Fridays. If you're looking on YouTube Live, you'll notice I'm not wearing a Hawaiian shirt and I don't own a single piece of Aloha clothing. Maybe after today I'll consider buying one because it's starting to sound quite tempting. But before long, wearing an Aloha shirt to work every day became a standard practice. Even today, many office workers in Hawaii wear Aloha attire to work every single day. As more companies in Hawaii allowed their workers to wear Hawaiian apparel to work, some mainland companies started to take notice. Many companies on the mainland started employing Casual Friday, when people would dress down and wear more casual clothes to work on Friday. Offices with people from Hawaii would often take it a step further and champion Aloha Friday by wearing an Aloha shirt or other Aloha attire to work on Friday, kind of getting their co-workers to follow suit. And that was a quick look at the history of Hawaiian Shirt Day, also known as Casual Friday. You know, I may not wear a lot of Aloha shirts, but my old co-star, David, who does, the 4 p.m. show for your Busan, I know he has some Hawaiian shirts. I've seen him wear some. Maybe I'll borrow. He's a little bit bigger than me, but maybe I'll try and borrow some as well. But in the hot summer months, wearing only a suit or 정장 in the workplace is not really that great. It's not very comfortable. Of course, there may be places where you must wear a suit, but thankfully, here in BEFM, hosts can wear shorts. I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm not going to show you, but when I stand up, if you're looking on YouTube, you may see, and I love that I can wear shorts in the summer here. I feel so free like a bird. Well, anyway, everyone, you're live in the studio in Busan this Friday afternoon, this Aloha Friday afternoon. Welcome to the show. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan, 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwan and Noksan areas. I'm your host, Nick. Today is my last day here on 2 p.m. Reboot. I know it's a very weird feeling. Feels like I've been here for a long time, but thanks to you listeners, it's been a wonderful experience. Today's going to be a special day though, so you're going to want to pay attention. Just a reminder, you can listen to us in Seoul, TBS EFM 101.3 FM or GGN Gwangju 98.7 FM. The show is being streamed on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com and then search BEFM or 부산영어방송. Unfortunately, due to copyright issues, YouTube users cannot listen to the music and the songs will be muted. However, you can just turn the radio on or download the smartphone app to combat this horrible 저작권 문제. Anyway, I'm going to let you know what's coming up in today's show. In hour one, we have Hot Off the Press, trendy music that's been newly released. I'm going to tell you about the artist and the track as well. And then we have Weekend Wanderer with Jeff in the studio, where he keeps us up to date with all things happening in and around Busan and Seoul. And then in hour two, Daily List will follow that. There's a list for everything, and we're going to find them all. Daily List covers all the lists from the best of to the worst of. And today's topic is, what do you think it is? Today we're talking about a special state. It's a state, yeah, state in the USA. Of course, we're going to go over things to do in Hawaii. Yeah, what's that famous quote? 네가 가라 Hawaii, right? That's a very famous quote in Busan, right? And then we've got Friday Spotlights. We're going to introduce local musicians in Busan or musicians performing around the area. Today we're going over Kim Dae-kyung Quartet. Going to be very, very interesting. Perfect playlist will follow that, where we pick the best songs for every situation. And of course, I'm going to be checking your messages throughout the show. Let's have a look. We've got some messages coming in here. Chae Sung-nim, hello, my friend, saying, good afternoon, and I'm enjoying the cool breeze in my house. Oh, do you live by the sea? Or do you live in a very, like a 계곡, like a very breezy area? I'm wondering how the weather in Pohang is right now, because 부산에서는 좀 많이 덥습니다. It's not very cool, and I was walking to the bus stop today, and there was no breeze on my face, so I sweat a lot. I'm glad that you're enjoying a cool breeze in your house. Maybe you've got the fan on as well. Soinim, hello my friend on YouTube Live, saying, Hi Nick, 오늘 긴팔 입으셨네요. Yeah, I did. I underestimated the weather. 좀 더 추울 줄 알았는데요. 근데 when I went outside, it was very warm, so I regret wearing it. Tomorrow, I'm going to wear short sleeves. But welcome to the show. Miok Selinim as well. Hello, saying TGIF Nick. It's sad that today is your last day on 2 p.m. Reboot live show. Hopefully we'll catch you on a different show soon. You're an amazing radio host. Oh, I feel so sad. I mean, like, it's sad in a happy way. Thank you very much. And a lovely picture of Aloha, Hawaii. That's Charlie Brown, right? Sending a picture of Charlie Brown. I liked Charlie Brown when I was a kid. Chae Sung-nim saying she lives in the countryside nearby the mountains. That sounds like a dream. You know, my dream is 전원 생활하는 거거든요. I want to move to the countryside. I want to have chickens and some dogs running around a field. That's my dream. So Chae Sung-nim, you're living my dream right now. Anyway, besides the point, I'm going to let you know today's question of the day. And there's a bit of a twist today because I've been told by the producer 4 coffee coupons to give away throughout the show. So if you would like a chance to win a coffee coupon, just answer in, message the question of the day answer, or just message in and say hello. And I think they'll be chosen kind of at random as well. Anyway, today's question of the day is, get ready. If you were the owner of a company, how would you set the dress code? 근데 만약에 여러분이 회사의 사장이라면 드레스 코드는 어떻게 정할 건가요? So dress code, 드레스 코드는 뭐 복장 제한이죠. Like how would you set it? Would you make everybody wear suit and tie? Would you make everybody wear aloha t-shirts? How would you make the dress code for your company? Whatever company you might own, how would you set the dress code? Send your answers into pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101. You can also search for Kakao Talk. Go on Kakao Talk and search for BEFM or Busan영어방송 in Korean. Add us, send us messages for free. You can also download the smartphone app or search BEFM and 부산영어방송 in any app store. Before we move on, I do want to remind you one more time that we do currently have a heatwave warning in effect in most parts of the country. Avoid outdoor activities as much as possible. When going out, wear light clothing, a wide-brimmed hat, and carry a water bottle. At construction sites, strictly adhere to heat safety rules such as water, shade, rest, and actively implement the heatwave break time system during the hottest hours. Thoroughly prepare for the heat wave, such as drinking enough water and having a short break. And if you do have symptoms such as dizziness, nausea, or headaches, please use a cool place to rest. Chae Sung-nim sending us a picture. I'll describe it for you. This is from her room, and it looks incredible. It looks like you're quite high up, right? 좀 높은 층이겠죠? And then you can just see green. Just green. And the mountains in the distance. I guess your building is the only tall building. That's amazing. That looks like an amazing place to live. I would like to be in nature a little bit more. But for now, Busan's great. We're going to take a song break, and then we will be back with our next segment, Hot Off the Press. This is Say Amen, a Saturday Night by Panic at the Disco. We just listened to Say Amen Saturday Night by Panic at the Disco. If you're looking forward to the weekend, then this song definitely hypes you up for that. I do love myself a good Saturday night. But it is now time for more great music with Hot Off the Press. So from Monday to Friday, we bring the two newest, hottest tracks from the world of music. And as you all know, new songs, great music is released every single week. And for people like you and myself, maybe who are slightly out of the loop with more modern music, we're going to choose the best ones and wrap them up into two neat little songs and introduce them to you. So our first song for Hot Off the Press is going to be Why by Shawn Mendes. So after taking a 2-year hiatus to focus on his mental health, Shawn Mendes has made his musical comeback, ushering in a new era in his career. His songs Why and Isn't That Enough, released on August the 8th, his 26th birthday, and part of his 5th album titled Shawn. Now, Why offers a glimpse into what we can expect from the album. The song is a series of personal reflections, shifting between moments of doubt and acknowledgement of his internal struggles. Our second song is going to be Lifeline by Alan Walker and Lover. Following on from the recent release of Wake Up, Alan Walker returns to drop the rest of his Neon Nights EP, featuring a number of different sounds, show-stopping features from Lover and a Blood Nymph, as well as an accompanying in-game event with Rocket League. If that's the game I'm thinking of, I used to love that video game. At such an exciting time for Walker, the worldwide dance music artist is ecstatic to release his Neon Lights EP exclusively on Monster Cat this August. Now, Monster Cat, who have a massive digital footprint in the gaming and technology world, also release huge records from global artists like Nicky Romero, Vicstar, Marshmello, and more. So we're going to play these two songs back to back. This is for Hot Off the Press. We're going to start off with Why by Shawn Mendes, followed by Lifeline by Alan Walker and Lover. Those were our two songs for Hot Off the Press. We just listened to YYY by Shawn Mendes and Lifeline by Alan Walker and Lover. Hopefully you feel a little more up to date with the world of modern music, and that's personally why I love this segment, because I really have to get involved with what's going on these days. And this will be with us every single day, Hot Off the Press. Well, welcome back, everyone. It is 2:30 in the afternoon on a lovely Friday afternoon. I hope you're staying cool. I hope you're doing well, having a great day, whether you're at work or whether you're out enjoying the sun. We've got another hour and a half of great content coming your way. I want to remind you of today's question of the day. And with today's question of the day, especially, we have coffee coupons to give away. So if you send in your messages, send in your answers, or just, make chit-chat conversation, you could win a coffee coupon. I'm going to remind you of the question. If you were the owner of a company, how would you set the dress code? 만약에 여러분이 회사의 사장이라면 드레스 코드는 어떻게 정할 건가요? If it was me, personally, because I think I've worn a suit like a couple of times in my life, so I definitely wouldn't be choosing suits myself. I'm really casual all the way, so I think I would do that. Actually, after I graduated university, I worked in a department store. 전 백화점에서 일했거든요. And I had to wear a tie and black trousers and white shirt. Not a blazer jacket, but I tell you what, I worked there for 1 year. I hated every minute of it. It was so stifling. It wasn't for me. And I know some people love suits, and that's fantastic. But for me, it's just not my style, man, But everyone's different, hey? Send your messages to pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, or a Kakao Talk message. You can search for BEFM or Busan영어방송 in Korean. You can also search for the smartphone app as well. We've got lots of messages in. I do want to have a little read. We have 9085번님. Hello, welcome to the show, saying 월요일 같은 금요일입니다. 햇빛은 뜨겁지만 바람은 한결 시원합니다. 가을이 오는 것 같아요. Yeah, do you live in Busan, by the way? I guess maybe right now the breeze is kind of blowing. I left the house at about 12:30. No, about 1. And I guess where I live, it was boiling hot. So hopefully when I leave now, there will be a nice breeze. I hope you're staying cool, my friend. Thank you for that lovely poetic message as well. We've got Soinim as well saying 매일 출첵할 때마다 닉이 Hello, my friend이라고 해주는 게 너무 기뻤어요. 소식 종종 전해주세요. 응원하러 올게요. That's very nice of you to say, my friend. I see you all as my friends, so I do like to say that. And thank you for that lovely message. It's very encouraging. Also, they talked about their time in Hawaii. Oh, you've been to Hawaii, saying 저는 약 10년 전에 신혼여행으로 하와이에 다녀왔어요. 그땐 정신이 없어서 잘못 즐겼나 봐요. 작년에 다시 갔는데 세상에 살랑살랑 부는 바람부터 햇살 그리고 파도까지 너무 좋더라고요. 살고 싶을 만큼. You've been to Hawaii twice. I've never been to Hawaii. That sounds amazing. 10 years ago, you went on your honeymoon. I know a lot of people go there for their honeymoon. It must be a wonderful destination for that. And I'm glad you enjoyed it more the previous time you went, when you had a bit of a clearer head, when you weren't so loved up in that kind of lovey-dovey time of being a newlywed, right? Thank you for your message. We have a 손팡스. Hello, welcome to the show. Saying 저는 캐주얼로 정할게요. 이 편한 복장에서 업무 능률이 오를 것 같아요. You know what? I kind of have the same philosophy. I think, I've done no studies to back this data, but I think the more comfortable people are, the more, efficient? Is that the word? Efficient in their work they'll be? I bet some people might think the opposite. They might be too casual. But definitely, I would go with your style, 손팡스님. Thank you for your message. Keep the messages coming in. There are coffee coupons on the line. I'll let you know when we're going to give them out. We're going to take a quick logo break. Then Jeff is here for Weekend Wanderer. It is now time for Weekend Wanderer, where Jeff keeps us up to date with all things happening in and around Busan, and of course Seoul as well. Hello, my friend.
Aloha.
How are you? You've been listening to the show.
I have.
Are you having a good Friday so far?
It's not too bad, actually.
Yeah? Awesome. Now, I know you're a business owner, and so I want to know what you think about today's text topic, which is, if you were, which you are, the owner of a company, How would you, or how do you set the dress code?
Dress for the occasion.
Okay. So do you have a lot of different events in your
Yeah, I mean,
workplace?
certainly do. I mean, so for example, if I'm going to, for example, a business meeting, maybe local business people or whatever, if I'm meeting ambassadors or whatever, which I do a lot, it's suit. Or
Okay.
at least not maybe with a tie, but a jacket.
Okay.
And maybe jeans, but I mean, casual, business casual.
Smart shoes with jeans, kind of smart casual.
Yeah, smart
Okay.
casual, business casual. If I'm doing something a little bit more relaxed, then more casual.
Okay.
When I'm just doing my daily work,
Yeah.
it's a casual because I'm doing it mostly out at a cafe or around my house, whatever. So it doesn't really matter. But again, for me, it's just dress for the occasion. If you want to, and again, it depends on your job. I mean, if you're doing something like in sales or something like that, I think you need to dress more formal. If you're working at a business or whatever, you could afford to be more casual.
I think that's a good way to put it, actually. Of course, dress for the occasion,
Right.
especially if you're going out and meeting people. Dress appropriately for the person you're meeting.
Right.
And yeah, sales. I guess I used to be in sales, and I guess, the customer, they have a bit more trust for people who kind of make themselves up a bit more presentable, as opposed to if you just wore slacks.
And especially in Korea, where image is quite important.
Yeah.
It goes down to not even just like what you're wearing, but even what car you drive, what just how you present yourself, even what your business card looks like. There's lots of little different things that I think go into that question. So
That's a good point. Maybe we can expand this question to how do you, not just your dress code, but your entire, your business kind of
persona.
persona. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, thank you very much for that answer. Everyone, keep sending your messages in. I would love to hear how you would set your dress codes. But let's move on to what's happening in the country.
All right, we have a couple of travel stories to start off. The first one, which is flight related. So this is very important for anybody who is looking to fly to Bali or Indonesia, actually. So we've talked about this on the show before, and this was supposed to start in September. So the flights that were going to start from Busan's Kimhae Airport to Bali have been delayed. So they're probably going to start sometime in October.
Okay. When I went a while ago, I had to go via Jakarta, then to Bali. No direct route to Bali.
Yeah.
But it is coming.
Right, it is coming.
yep.
So they're looking for it to start at the beginning of October, so hopefully around the public holidays that start at the beginning of October, so hopefully.
Okay.
And the flights to Jakarta are actually going to be probably delayed until spring,
Oh, okay.
earliest 2025.
Okay. Well, I believe right now, what are we in? We're in July. Right now, anyway, I hear if you go to Bali, it's peak season.
Yeah.
It's super hot. The traffic is intense, from what I hear. So maybe, you can afford to wait until it kind of cools down a little bit, till there are less tourists. Hopefully...
It's hot enough here. So
It's hot enough here.
if you don't want to go to warm to escape the cold,
Yeah,
go in the winter.
for real. Great stuff. Yeah, what else do we have?
Traveling to Japan news, very important. So if you've ever taken the Queen Beetle, which goes between Busan and Fukuoka, they've suddenly stopped operations due to safety concerns. So this actually stopped on the 13th, and they have not announced when it's going to resume. So new bookings are suspended at least until November 25th. So if you're looking to go to Fukuoka, or you've already even planned to go to Fukuoka and you have tickets for this, you're going to have to find a refund. And again, be careful. Again, if you're planning a trip to go to Fukuoka in the next couple months, you're likely going to have to fly.
This is the ferry from the Busan harbor straight to Fukuoka.
Right.
That's amazing you just told me this, because me and my wife were literally planning to try and find a ferry over to Fukuoka, because I've never taken it. Every time I've tried to book it, it's been fully booked.
Yeah.
Okay, really good news, really good information, I should say.
It's not good news.
It's terrible news, but thank you for bringing it to us. At least until November, you said 25th?
Yeah, 25th of November is the suspended, bookings are suspended until then. So again, if you're looking to go to Fukuoka in the next 3 months, you're going to have to fly.
I hear as well, along with full refunds, any accommodation-related costs will be covered.
Up to 200,000 won per person. These are already if you have reservations.
Right. Okay, so you'd have
And
to
it's
prove that.
actually become quite hard to even get an inquiry into their reservation center. So just be
Okay.
careful if
All
you're
right.
flying to Fukuoka. If you're planning to go to Fukuoka, look into flying.
All right, great stuff. Thank you for telling us. And if you do really want to go to Japan, the flights are very short anyway. To Tokyo, it doesn't take more than a couple of hours.
It's
I
like
believe.
50 minutes to Fukuoka. The Beetle takes 3 hours. I've done it many times.
Yeah, okay.
It's a quick little trip.
All right. Well, on to some news more about Busan and its status and its place in the world among its cities.
Yeah, so it ranked up another accolade, becoming the 67th of the world's 100 best cities to live in and travel, which was according to a global report by the consulting firm Resonance.
Okay.
This was highlighted in a recent article by Forbes. So in the global rankings, Seoul actually made the list at 10.
Oh, wow.
And then other cities in Asia, Beijing was 18th, Taipei 42nd, and Osaka 45th. So this looks at rankings based on various factors, including economy, culture, and living environment. Busan noted for its role as one of the top 4 container ports, its economic significance, and its appeal as a destination for both business and leisure.
Now, I would say, of course, there is something subjective in how it's chosen as well. I guess I'm biased. I would put Busan higher, especially if Seoul is 10th. When it comes to living costs as well, Busan is it's a bit easier on the wallet in terms of housing, in terms of food as well. And we've got the beaches here. It was also, I believe, voted City of the Year on Lonely Planets a couple of years back.
So they were recognized as a global top destination by Trip.com. National Geographic put in their 25 breathtaking travel destinations and experiences, and they were also on a New York Times list as one of the most beautiful beaches.
For real. Well, hopefully we'll see Busan rise up the ranks, but nonetheless, 67th is still an incredible place out of all the cities in the world.
Yeah.
What do we have next?
Last story for news. This was actually kind of interesting, and I don't know if a lot of people saw this, but a large sea lion, which is classified as a Class 2 endangered marine species, was spotted for 2 consecutive days on, off the buoys, the buoys that are in the water, off the coast of Busan and Ulsan.
Huh.
So a ship captain reported seeing the sea lion resting on a light buoy near Ulsan's southern port. And the day before that, this was earlier this week, and then the day before that, at Dongbaek port, similar sighting. So they're not exactly sure if it was the same one or not.
Okay.
But, they're I guess they just went up they were just laying there chilling,
It's not quite common that you see sea life appearing close to the shores of the country, and I think this year, I don't know whether it's the warm weather, but we've seen sharks off the coast of Yeongdo.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing sea lions nearby Ulsan and Busan as well. Interesting. If you're lucky enough to get a sighting of these, I'm sure it'll be quite a treat.
Yeah, so you're not sure what a sea lion is, it kind of looks like somewhere similar to like a walrus or an elephant seal.
Yeah.
So they feed on fish and mollusks. They're endangered due to habitat loss, pollution, and poaching.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was if you can see the photos, this is on the screen if you can see it.
That's so cute, man.
It was pretty cool.
What is sea lion? Is it 바다사자? PD님, is it like 물개? Oh, 바다사자 맞아요? Oh, I guess in Korean it's literally the translation, sea lion, which is fantastic. That's really cute stuff. A bit of nice, happy news there.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick song break and then we'll be back to talk about all of the events that are going on around the country. We're going to take a quick song break. This is Basket Case by Green Day.
Do you have the time?
That was Basket Case by Green Day. That takes me back. I used to be in a couple of bands, and one of my bands used to cover a lot of Green Day songs. Basket Case was one.
Big fan of Green Day.
Yeah, I used to love them. Are they still active, or are they kind of...
Don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, I love their music. Great stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Welcome back. We're in the studio with Jeff going over Weekend Wanderer. And now we're going to go over to some of the events that are going on around the country.
Okay, let's start with Busan and what's going on with the music scene this weekend. So at the Busan Citizens Hall on Saturday at 5, we have Veloci, which is a music group formed from the Highlanders of the Silesian Beskid Mountains in Poland.
Okay.
So they're back in town doing another performance here. The Starry Sea Busan Night Music Campnik going on again at Darepo Beach, Saturday and Sunday at 5. There's a summer movie concert going on at the Cultural Center on Saturday for kids, featuring a bunch of dedicated Disney classics, and a candlelight show going on Saturday, 4:30 at Nurimaru.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Nurimaru is Dongbekseom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, events-wise, Busan Indie Connect Festival going on at Bexco through Sunday. Also at Bexco is the Busan Nail Festival, so if you're looking anything for your nails, fingers or toes.
You know what, my wife visits a lot of different nail salons, and she's always very like, oh, this place is good, but they don't do this right. And this place is really expensive, but they're so good. Is this a place for nail artists?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, not people who just like nails.
No, if you're going to hammer some wood and nails, that's not the wrong. You're going to be at the wrong one.
Okay, for nail artists, consider this. Okay.
Also going on, the Busan Children's Fair going on at Bexco Friday and Saturday. So this is also a Vision for Children exhibition for children focusing on infants, elementary, middle, and high school students to be raised as excellent future talents. So. Something to do. Okay. Ironically, beside that, the Busan International Liquor Expo.
They're not on the same day, are they?
Yeah, so I guess if you throw the kids in the
in the
Children's Fair and you want to go check out the Liquor Expo, that's going through Sunday also at Bexco.
Just go next door.
Yeah, going on at the Cinema Center, the Beer Bomb Festival going on 5 to 10 every night with lots of entertainment. So something, if you want to do something outside, there's a Beer Bomb Festival going on at the Cinema Center.
That sounds great.
Busan Heritage Night, a bunch of traditional events taking place at the Busan Modern and Contemporary History Museum. Bunch of different places around the city. Busan City Park History Museum, Friday and Saturday. Lots of different things.
Okay.
Kima still going on this weekend at Kwangali Beach. The Giants are in town against Kium. Lots of things going on.
Brilliant stuff. Also, is the Busan Biennale is going on?
That actually, thank you for reminding me, that is getting underway on Saturday with their opening ceremony.
Now, I don't mean to... if anyone does go to the Biennale and you listen to, the descriptions of the people, the artists, you might hear a familiar voice. You might hear my voice because I do a bit of introduction there. So if you go, don't be surprised. I know this is a bit of shameless hongbul right now, but still, you might hear my voice if you go. All right. Yeah. Do we have anything else?
Let's move up to Seoul. So going on up in Seoul this weekend, G-Show, the Luna, Korea's first musical ice show, which blends fantasy with skating magic going on. So this is going on through the 31st at Jamsil Student Gymnasium. Tickets between 80,000 won to 130,000 won. However, 40,000 off for foreigners.
40% off?
Yeah, 40% off.
That's pretty good. I don't often see a discount for foreigners, which is quite nice.
Well, you never know.
Brilliant.
Sometimes you get them.
Cool.
The Seoul Fringe Festival also going on. So this got underway on the 8th, and this is going until the 25th of August. So, again, this is like an independent arts festival in Daehak-ro. 27th year, lots of different events, free events, curated programs going on, lots of different things to do.
Is it, does this cost or is it?
Mostly admission is free for most events depending on specific work or event.
Brilliant to hear.
Yeah. Again, Peter Pan on Ice finishing up. We have the Meta Comedy Assemble Mandam going on at the Moknong Ice Rink. Seocho Friday Music Festival going on. Seoul PopCon going on at COEX. Art Valley Shinjungho Summer Festival, which is like an international art fair with artists from 9 countries.
Cool.
Going on in Asan, actually. Three-piece idol indie group, Nekuru, going on at Yes 24 Wonderlock Hall. We had Jun Fan Meeting, who's the best known for Hwang Jun-ho and Squid Game.
Okay.
Saturday at Sky Art Hall. Track Girls Japan going on at the Great Hall at Yonsei University. Soda and Squeeze, Saturday and Sunday at Yes 24 Live Hall. Igiguang, Olympic Park, Olympic Hall. The Last Fan Con Curtain Call at KBS Arena. 82 Major, which is a Korean 6-piece boy band formed last year, going on at Musinsa Garage on Sunday.
Brilliant. Loads of stuff as always going on. I don't know how you find all this.
I'm out of breath.
Is there like some secret, like, I don't know, your sources or some secret websites you go to? Because you just bring so much information. You know what's going on everywhere.
Yeah, it's a process that goes on all week of me searching, getting things sent to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite a lot of work, but it's worth it. All to give it to everybody here.
Yeah, fantastic.
On the radio station if you're listening. And if you're not listening, come check out our website. We do our weekend, and on Monday we do what's happening during the week as well on hapskorea.com. So if you're interested in finding out what's going on around Busan and Korea, come check out our website.
Brilliant. Check out hapskorea.com. And we appreciate your efforts for bringing us all of this news to our listeners here. All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Aloha.
Well,
is there an aloha? Is there a goodbye for?
I guess, is aloha, is it just hello? Or is it like annyeonghaseyo, where it means hello and goodbye?
Don't know. I'll have to search that up.
Well, I'll see you around, my friend. Thanks
All
a
right,
lot.
mate.
All right. Everyone, the time is now 2:53 in the afternoon. Before we wrap up the first half, I do want to remind you of today's question of the day. 오늘의 텍스트 토픽입니다. If you were the owner of a company, how would you set the dress code? 만약에 여러분이 회사의 사장이라면 드레스 코드는 어떻게 정할 건가요? You can send your answers to pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101. Send a Kakao Talk message or a smartphone app message as well. And today, as a special treat, we have 4 coffee coupons to give away to 4 random, I think they're random. I'm not going to choose them, but they will be chosen by our producer. And you could win, so just send your messages in. They're free if you're on YouTube Live or free on Kakao Talk as well. We've got some messages coming in here. I have, Penguin님 saying, Hi Nick, 우연히 들렸는데 여기에 나오시네요. 이 프로그램 킵입니다. Hello Penguin님. It's lovely to see you. I've been here for a couple of weeks. You're a little bit late, but nonetheless, thanks for coming in. I'm glad you stopped by. This will be my last day on the show. But still, when Casey returns, please keep listening because he's a great host and I would love for him, all of you listeners here, to always also listen to Casey as well. We have more messages, which I will read in the second half, I think. I've got to wrap things up now. Don't go anywhere. Our last song is going to be... Oh, PD님, how am I going to pronounce this song? All right, I'm going to pronounce it in segment. It's a very long word. This is Mr. Dobalina by Delta Funky Homo Sapien. I'll see you at 3.
Oh. BFM 부산 영어방송.
혹시 지금 운전 중이신가요? 어린이 교통사고 피해자 수는 지난 3년 평균 약 9만 명. 특히 어린이 보호구역 안전 기준이 강화된 이후에도 어린이 보호구역 내 사고는 지속적으로 발생하고 있습니다. 스쿨존에서는 반드시 시속 30km 이하 서행, 스쿨존 내 불법 주정차 금지, 차량 출발 전 앞뒤 좌우 살피는 습관으로 어린이가 안전한 도시를 만듭니다. 참, 운전 중 휴대전화 사용은 모두에게 위험합니다. 우리 모두를 위한 교통안전, 나부터 실천하면 모두가 안전해집니다. 어린이가 안전하게 뛰어놀 수 있는 부산. 아이 키우기 좋은 도시는 우리 모두의 미래이자 희망입니다. 이 캠페인은 어린이가 안전한 부산을 만드는 은행, B&K 부산은행과 함께합니다.
부산영어 방송에서는 글로벌 허브 도시 부산의 차세대 글로벌 리더들을 위한 청소년 영어 말하기 대회를 개최합니다.
BFM has organized the English Speech Contest for the next leaders of the global hub city, Busan.
전통이 숨쉬는 문화교육 특구, 동래구의 청소년 홍보대사들이 이야기하는 세계 속의 도시로 발돋움할 동네는 어떤 모습일까요?
From the inspiring stories of the final 10 students of Dongdaegu, one of the representative cities in Busan, we can draw the future of Dongdae as well look forward to the bright future of the global hub city, Busan.
치열한 예선을 거쳐 선발된 최종 10명의 본선 대결, 그리고 참가 학생 모두가 함께 도전하는 팀 대항 퀴즈를 통해 지역 청소년들이 꿈꾸는 동네와 부산의 미래를 그려봅니다.
We invite you to the Dongdaegu English Speech Contest with BFM, the finals.
8월 24일 오후 2시 부산교육대학교에서 열리는 부산영어방송과 함께하는 동래구 영어 말하기 대회에 여러분의 많은 관심 부탁드립니다.
This event is hosted by Dongdae District Office and organized by BFM, Busan 영어 방송.
The time is now 3 o'clock.
Don't you just love that guitar riff? Oh, it's so cool. I haven't picked up my guitar in like 10, 15 years, but I just want to get out and play that riff. That's a great song. That's probably my favorite song that Eric Clapton has made. I know he's made a lot of great music, but Sunshine of Your Love by Cream, definitely one of my favorites. Hope you enjoyed that. Anangyonim messaging in saying, more Clapton, less sunshine, please. I agree with that. Unless you're talking about the sunshine of your love, more of that sunshine would be nice, but definitely less sunshine outside would also be more welcome. Also sending a picture of himself wearing, I don't want to be mean, but you look a bit like a henyo right now. You've got the full-on the scuba gear on your head, and you've got a really interesting looking mask on. You're definitely well protected. And for good reason, because COVID is kind of circling around again. So stay safe, my friend. I mean, I don't need to say that. I know you already are. But welcome back, everybody. We just listened to a 1967 psychedelic rock classic that has lyrics written by Pete Brown, a beat poet who was friends with Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce of the band Cream. And he also wrote the lyrics for the band's song I Feel Free and White Room. Now, Eric Clapton, the guitarist and the most famous member of Cream, he wrote the music along with Jack Bruce. Sunshine of Your Love was Cream's biggest hit. It was their first to do better in the US than in the UK, as they started to catch on in America. In the US, this first charted in February 1968 at number 36, and in August, after the album came out, it re-entered the chart and went to number 5. Welcome back, everybody. It is now 3:06 in the afternoon. You're live in the studio. Well, I'm live in the studio. You're watching me and listening to me live in the studio on a wonderful Friday afternoon. Welcome to the show. You're listening on BEFM 90.5 in Busan or 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwan and Doksan areas. I'm your host, Nick, and you can also listen to us in Seoul at TBS EFM 101.3 FM or Jijiang Gwangju 98.7 FM. We got a lot of great stuff coming your way, including Daily List. There is a list for everything, and we're going to find them all. These lists cover everything from the best of to the worst of. And today's topic is things to do in Hawaii. Anyone feeling that kind of aloha, warm, exotic spirit right now? We're going to go over great things to do in Hawaii. And I know some of our listeners have been to Hawaii, so if you want to kind of add to the list, please feel free to. After that, we're going to have Friday Spotlight, where we introduce local musicians in Busan or musicians performing around the area too. Today, we're going to go over Kim Dae-kyung Quartet. After that is Perfect Playlist, where we pick the best songs for every situation. And I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. I'm going to remind you of today's text topic. 오늘의 텍스트 토픽입니다. If you were the owner of a company, how would you set the dress code? 만약에 여러분이 회사의 사장이라면 드레스 코드는 어떻게 정할 건가요? How would you set the dress code? And if you message in today, you could potentially win a coffee coupon. We're giving away some coffee coupons today, so try your luck, message in. I'm going to read some of the messages that we have. Let's have a look. We have Mioksteliinim, hello, saying, I already said hello, but hello again. I would allow employees to dress comfortably as long as it isn't too distracting. I believe a relaxed dress code can lead to a positive and creative work environment. Yeah, I think that's a great philosophy. Be free, but maybe don't come to work with a rubber duck on your head, or like a really, really bright green shirt that has big letters that make people feel uncomfortable. I think there's a limit. 적당히 좀 해야죠. Very good point. Thank you for your message. Chaesungnim saying, I would make a light dress code for workers, but I think dressing down would be inappropriate, such as jeans and t-shirts. That's definitely an opinion. That's definitely a good take on that. For some people, jeans could be too casual, t-shirts could be too casual. So I think like Jeff for the situation, but a lot of the times, maybe smart casual. I think that's a good point. Thank you for your message. Who else do we have? We have 9085번님 saying, 10년도 훨씬 넘었지만 제가 다니던 회사는 IT 회사라서 복장이 정말 자유로웠어요. 여름엔 다들 반바지에 슬리퍼 신었답니다. 직종에 따라 다르겠지만 복장은 자율에 맡기고 싶습니다. I love that. I love that take. You know, every job is going to be different, of course. If you're a doctor, you know, don't wear like a trench coat. Wear your white lab coat or the white doctor's coat, right? Of course, every job is going to be different. But I also agree, leave it up to the employee to kind of do what they want to do within reason. Great message. Thank you very much. Soinim saying, I wear a uniform to work and it's very comfortable. If I were a CEO, I would choose high quality, diverse, and super pretty uniforms. Ooh, you know, I'm curious about what your job is now. You don't have to say. 근데 궁금합니다. I like that you kind of emphasize uniforms because, you know, if you're a police officer, a fireman or a firewoman or a doctor, there are usually uniforms. And I think you can make them really comfortable and really good looking as well if you really wanted to. Also saying, 닉 기타도 잘 치시는군요. I don't play well, haven't played in a long time. But, you know, it's, you know, when I was younger, when I was like 16 to 20, I was in like a pub band. You know, I'd go around to different pubs with my band, kind of play a few cover songs. It was a lot of fun, but I wasn't the best. It was just fun, something I did with my friends. Anyway, send all your messages into pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, or KakaoTalk, 부산영어방송, or BEFM. Remember, there is coffee to be won, so if you would like a chance to win, send all of your messages in. We're going to take a song break, and then we'll be right back with Daily List. This is Miss Sobriety by Cute Is What We Aim For.
Hey, Miss Sobriety.
We just listened to Miss Sobriety by Cute Is What We Aim For, and welcome back to 2pm Reboot. It's 3:13 in the afternoon on a lovely Friday. Lee Kelly Nim messaging in saying about today's text topic, which is if you were the CEO of a company, what dress code would you enforce? Maybe enforce is a strong word. Would you choose? And he said, it depends on the company. I think that's right. Like a 9085번님 said, 직종에 따라서 좀 다르겠죠? And saying he typically let his employees choose their outfits. If they're happy, they will work better. I agree for the most part. You know what though? I grew up in England, right? In England, 영국에서는 초등학교 1학년부터 고등학교 졸업할 때까지 계속 이 복장이 있거든요. You have to wear 교복. You have to wear school uniform. And I hated it. You know, from 1학년 in elementary school, we had to wear these, you know, little ties and blazers. And then I would look at movies in America where they were all just wearing whatever clothes they wanted. And I was so jealous. I don't think every kid in England is jealous of Americans because they get to wear whatever they want from when they're a young age. I know in Korea for elementary school, you get to wear whatever you want, but then when you go to middle school, then you have to start wearing school uniform, right? 교복이 있죠. Which I think is, I like that. I like that you kind of, when you're young, you get to have a little bit of freedom as well. We have 어느 멋진 날님, welcome you to the show. You know, in the corner of my eye, I saw the green clover and I knew it was you. Saying, hi Nick and hello every other listener. It's great to see you, my friend. Saying, 저도 펭귄님처럼 우연히 들렀다가 닉이 호스팅하시는 것 보고 이 프로그램 킵합니다. It seems like Nick will be hosting until Sunday. 맞습니다. Today will be the last official show. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing the highlight shows as well. I'm really glad you could come in and catch it just, you know, on my last day at least. It's wonderful to have you. Anyway, right now, it is time for Daily List, where we're going over, you know, lists from anything you can think of. Today, we've got a bit of an alohan. Is that the right word? Alohan? Aloha-esque feeling. We're talking about Hawaii. Today is things to do in Hawaii. Now, in Hawaii, the water is warm and clean, the weather is mild and can be humid since it's a tropical place. Relaxing and laid-back atmosphere is something that defines the kind of Hawaiian culture, at least modern Hawaiian culture. The food is good, apparently, wherever you go, and every island is a bit different. Oahu, I think that's how you say it, is more crowded and traffic heavy since it is the capital, but there are other places like Kauai, sounds like the Japanese word, in the Garden Island, and it's small and quiet. Maui is the honeymoon island. The island Hawaii is the biggest and least commercialized. Now, in this segment, there are lots of Hawaiian native names. 제가 이 방송 전에 공부를 조금 했지만 다 까먹었습니다. So I don't know how to pronounce it properly. If there's anyone from Hawaii who's listening, I'm very sorry for butchering the names, but I will try my best. I remember a couple of them. Anyway, also, if you have any input, please feel free to tell me what you liked best about Hawaii. So, one of the things that is great to do when you're in Hawaii is visit the Pearl Harbor and USS Arizona Memorial. Now, Honolulu, Oahu, is home to this historic site that earns rave reviews from visitors from all walks of life. You can learn about an event that changed history and pay tribute to those who lost their lives during World War II, especially in the Pacific Theater of Operations. Now, Pearl Harbor is part of the larger World War II valor in the Pacific National Monument, and in addition to the USS Arizona Memorial, it includes the battleship USS Missouri and the USS Utah Memorial. It's an awe-inspiring and especially solemn experience, but it's recommended as a must-do. Another place that is definitely on the list you must visit is Waimea Canyon. Yet another of Kauai's natural wonders is the Waimea Canyon. It's known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. Now, it stretches 10 miles long and is 3,500 feet deep. Now, Waimea translates to red waters, and the Waimea River, which flows through the canyon, has an interesting red hue. There are 3 different lookout points on the ride up, as well as lots of great trails to hike if you like. And visitors always rate this place as breathtaking. But you know, if you look at the pictures, it's a bit of an understatement. 지금 유튜브 라이브를 보고 계신다면 사진이 있는데요. It is absolutely stunning. I can see the resemblance to the Grand Canyon. It's got that kind of, it's flat on the top, but very deep in, but lots of red colors, which is incredible. It looks incredible. I really want to visit now. Soinim, did you manage to visit this place when you went for your honeymoon or after? Next up is Napali Coast. Now, Kauai's Napali Coast offers up what many consider to be the most spectacular scenery in the world. It's got lush green cliffs, dramatic waterfalls, seemingly bottomless valleys, and unparalleled views of the Pacific Ocean. Now, it cannot be accessed by land vehicles, which I think makes it kind of special. You have to hike your way along many side trails, so there's not going to be gas fumes, meon도 없고, it's going to be lots of very natural places. Now, the Kalalau Trail is specifically famous for a very strenuous but rewarding hike. You can plan your trip in advance, as is recommended, because you need a permit to camp there. Now, if you don't want to hike, you can't take a car. So what do? You can actually go by a boat, a kayak, or a helicopter adventure as well, and you can enjoy the sights without having to walk. So people who maybe, it's painful to walk, walking is a bit difficult, there are other ways to get there. Now, no matter how you choose to get there, they say it'll not disappoint. Next up is the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Now, Hawaii's Big Island is home to the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. If you're looking on the video YouTube Live, it's famous for its volcanoes, and as I'm sure many of you are aware, recently there was a huge volcanic disaster that happened. It disrupted many lives there as well. Now, you'll find Mount Kilauea, the world's most continuously active volcano, and it actually allows you to walk on land younger than you because the lava has created new land. And if that wasn't enough, you can also visit the world's largest volcano, Mauna Loa. Now, it's best to reserve more than one day for your trip as the park features many educational stops, such as the Thomas A. Jaggar Museum, the Volcano Arts Center, and the Punakau Historic Archaeological District. There's lots of trails you can hike along as well, lots of great stuff to see, so this is definitely one of the big recommendations. We've got more great places in Hawaii coming your way, but first we're going to take a song break. This is a request song by Soinim, Hook by Blues Traveler. Oh, I love that harmonica. That definitely makes it a blues feeling, and that was by the Blues Traveller. That was Hook, requested by Soinem. Thank you very much for that song request. Welcome back, everyone. It's now 3:26, and we're in the middle of our daily list. We're talking about the top things to do in Hawaii, and it seems that we have some experts here. We have some people who have been to Hawaii themselves. I've never been, and I want to go so badly, and this is kind of giving me inspiration. We have Soinem saying 와이키키 가시면 JC 땡 카드를 만들어 가시면 좋아요. 무료로 트롤리 탈 수 있는데요. 한 바퀴 돌면 얼마나 좋겠어요. Yeah, it looks fantastic because 미옥스텔리님 also said something similar, saying, I highly recommend taking a trolley ride while you're in Hawaii. It's fun and a scenic way to explore the island's beauty. And she recorded a video and sent it to us and gave us permission to use it. So if you look on YouTube Live right now, you can see Miokstelinim's, the video she took of this trolley ride. This is in Waikiki, am I right? Is it the Waikiki that you're both talking about? It looks like a postcard. It looks so fun. And they say if you take a ride on this trolley, you can see a lot of this island here. Oh, it looks amazing. I don't want to speak, I just want to watch the video. But yeah, if you're looking now, brilliant stuff. Thank you for letting us use that as well. It's making me want to go to Hawaii. I just need some money first, as don't we all, right? All right, let's move on to our next tip, our next piece of advice, or what is it, a piece of advice? No, it's a recommendation. And the next recommendation is Mauna Kea Summit. Located on the Big Island, the dormant Mauna Kea, it presents a regal profile that stands proudly, dominating most of the island's landscape. It's the world's tallest mountain, measured from its seafloor base to the top, a sacred place in Hawaiian culture. It offers a view beyond compare, making it the perfect place for stargazing. And if you look at pictures on our YouTube channel right now, you'll see the observatories on these mountains. Oh, it looks insane. You can rent a car or a 4x4, and you can take a tour to the stop at the visitor center to learn about it. And it just looks incredible. The views from this point are said to be uncomparable to anywhere else on Earth. So we definitely encourage you to take that trip if you can. Next up, we have Diamond Head. One of the series of Honolulu's volcanic cones, Diamond Head just might be one of the world's most recognized volcanic craters. It's shaped kind of like a tuna dorsal fin. If you look at the picture, it's kind of like a fish fin right there. The trail leading to the summit was constructed in 1908 as part of a military defense system. And today, it allows visitors to climb to the top and make what is likely the most popular hike in Oahu. Sorry, my Hawaiian pronunciation is so bad. Once again, I apologize for these terribly pronounced words. I did research, but I forgot, yeah. The trailhead to the summit is about 0.8 miles away, but it can be quite steep in places and has a lot of stairs. So make sure to carry water, sunscreen, and sturdy shoes as well. Now, the trek up, they say, is totally worth it, as you'll enjoy unparalleled 360 degrees view of the island and the summit as well. I'm going to go, I've got a couple more, but because of time, I'm going to choose one more. There's one with a really, really hard name. I'm going to try and say this. If anyone knows the correct pronunciation, tell me. It's Waianapanapa State Park. Is that right? I hope it's right. Anyway, it looks amazing because, of course, it's a state park and it's a highlight of Maui and the road to Hana. Its crowning glory might just be its exotic black sand beach made from volcanic sediment. Now, this jet black sand, together with the lush green jungle and azure Pacific waters, it makes for a stunning sight that's really not to be missed. The park isn't just a quick photo op on the road to Hana, however. You can explore the sea caves, the lava tubes, and even archaeological remnants along the hiking trail. It's a whole stop that's great for, anyone, for a whole family. And if you look at the pictures, I've never seen anything like it. It's a beach, a beautiful beach, but the sand is black from the volcanic sediment. Fantastic stuff. And that was today's daily list, going over places to see in Hawaii. If you haven't taken your summer vacation yet, or you're going to take it a bit later, maybe consider Hawaii on the top of your list. We're going to take a quick song break, and then we'll be right back. This is Upside Down by Jack Johnson. just listened to Upside Down by Jack Johnson. Also, I love that song because I know it's not a Hawaiian song, but it's got that kind of, I keep overusing this word today, but alohan vibe. It's very chill. I can imagine myself sipping on a coconut in Hawaii, especially after going over all of these places and things to do in Hawaii. I want to thank you to our listeners as well for sharing their experiences. Really, 진심으로, I want to go and visit now, more than ever. And it's now time for more great music because it's Friday Spotlight. This is where we introduce local musicians in Busan or musicians performing around the Busan areas as well. And what I love about this, it's kind of different from the music that you'll hear on many radio shows. We focus on quartets, so, groups of four usually playing jazz. And today we have Kim Dae-kyung Quartet. The members consist of Kim Dae-kyung, who's the contrabass, Min Seo-yoon, who plays piano, Kim Song-won, who plays guitar, and Lee Seo-yul, who is on the drums. Now, they play various jazz genres, and we have a song called It Might As Well Be Spring by Kim Dae-kyung Quartet. Now, the team of Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein II produced many hit musicals, but they only collaborated on one original film project. One of the songs, It Might As Well Be Spring, became a jazz standard. So, we're going to meet Kim Dae-kyung Quartet that performs a lot of dynamic and exciting jazz-like performances in Busan. This is Kim Dae-kyung Quartet with It Might As Well Be Spring. Enjoy. We just listened to It Might As Well Be Spring by Kim Dae-kyung Quartet. You know, I say it every week, but there's nothing like a bit of jazz to kind of wind down a long work week and get ready for the weekend. Fantastic having Perfect Playlist here as well, which is our next segment coming up. Before we move on, I do like that there's great conversations about going on vacation in our YouTube live chat as well, and also on Kakao Talk. I see Ona Mochinalnim, really wanting to go, planning to go this someday. But of course, because of, taking care of animals and family members, it is a bit difficult. 그런 상황에 여행 가기가 좀 쉽진 않죠. But I do admire, you taking care of your responsibilities. And I do hope that one day you get to go. And me too, Ona Mochinalnim. One day I will also go. Maybe we'll see each other there. Who knows? It could be a further dream, right? Anyway, it is now time for Perfect Playlist, where we're going over perfect songs for perfect situations. And this week's theme is about independence. We've had some great songs about independence this week, but today, I know I'm not just saying this, one of these songs is one of my favorite songs because it's by Queen. Everyone loves Queen, right? The first song is I Want to Break Free, and this was written by their bassist, John Deacon. It appears on the album The Works in 1984, and after its release in 1984, the song was well received in Europe and South America, and is regarded as an anthem of the fight against oppression. The single reached only number 45 on the US Billboard Hot 100, but reached number 3 in the UK. Our next song, this is a good song too. It's Just Like Fire by Pink. I was a big fan of Pink when I was a kid. It's still great now. I'm not saying it's for kids, but I'm saying Pink is great for all ages. Now, Pink is known for songs... I'm just digging myself a deeper hole here, aren't I? Pink is known for songs with strong and deeply moving messages. They're usually about self-discovery, independence, and finding your own path. Now, Just Like Fire is a powerful song about recognizing your own worth, no matter what images or others are trying to paint of you. Now, Pink co-penned the song with the Swedish producers Max Martin, Shellback and Oscar Holter. Pink, Martin and Shellback previously struck gold with the songstress's Hot 100 #1 hits, So What and Raise Your Glass. We're going to listen to these two songs back-to-back for Perfect Playlist. This is I Want to Break Free by Queen and Just Like Fire by Pink. we just listened to two songs back to back for perfect playlist. I Want to Break Free by Queen and Just Like Fire by Pink. And it brings us to the end of the show on Friday. I know it's for those of you who aren't aware, it is my last day here at 2 p.m. Reboot. I want to say it's been an honor. It's been so much fun. And 99.999% of the reason it's been so fun is because I've had so many great people to talk to. Everyone every day who's come to say hello, get involved, and share their love. 덕분에 너무 좋았습니다. 정말 진심으로 감사합니다. 소희님 saying 닉이랑 작별이라니 슬퍼요. 그동안 고생 많았어요. 제가 진짜 닉 응원해요. 감사합니다. That means a lot, my friend. And it's not like forever goodbyes, because I could be back in the future, hint, hint, wink, wink, very soon. We'll see. But nonetheless, thank you so much. Before I wrap up, I do have to read the winners for the coffee coupons. We are 4 winners chosen by our producer. They are Soinim, 미옥스텔리님, 리켈리님, and 9085번님. Ooh, 축하드립니다, my friends. Well done, everybody. For the last 2.5 weeks, it's been amazing. I love you all. Thank you so much. Please remember, though, Casey will be back next week, and Casey is a wonderful fella, and he's a great host. So please come and show Casey some love as well. It's going to be a great show even without me. And on that note, it's time to say farewell, everyone. I wish you all the best, and I'm going to say, I'll see you soon. That's all. I'm not going to say goodbye. I'll see you soon. Until then, have a wonderful evening. The last song today is going to be Kiss from a Rose by Seal. See you later, folks.